Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to each and every one of us. I'm glad that we've been able yet again to meet again for this beautiful live. And today I want us to speak about the truth about learning German as an African. The truth about learning German as an African. Now, there's a couple of things that have really inspired this topic. And I hope that by the end of this video, you will be in a better position to learn German as you continue in this journey, right? Now, number one thing I'd like you to note is that currently here in Africa, not just currently, but from a very long time ago, we tend to have very diverse, different languages, right, or mother tongues, right? Like for example, in Kenya, we have almost 42 different tribes, right? Different languages spoken. If you go to Tanzania, there are different languages spoken. If you go to South Africa, whether you go to Nigeria, whether you go to Somalia, whatever part of the African continent you go, there are so many different and diverse language groups, right? So this means then when we as Africans proceed to learn the German language, we're going to meet some difficulties. That's the truth of the matter, right? We're going to face some bits of difficulties. This could be in terms of the accentuation and even the pronunciations, right? So based on whatever mother tongue you're coming from, you're going to find at start, not always, but at start, changing or adjusting to the new rules of accents and pronunciations, definitely you will face some obstacle or uphill. But this is not something to limit you, no. I'm saying this so that as you learn, you'll be prepared for it, right? But you're going to realize now continuously with consistent practice, one is able to surmount this challenge of accentuation and also of that is different accents and different rules of pronunciations. Now, there are those accents that I've seen from some of my students, even those that have learned it for so long. There are those accents that normally don't go away. We could give accents to one's identity, right? Like for example, like Indians. When you say Indians, there's an accent you're definitely going to see, right? Jelly good, right? Definitely, right? There's a particular accent to Indians. There's a particular accent for people from Central, right? The Kikuyus, they have some particular accent. There's an accent for the people of the lakeside, the Luo, Umerabuana, right? There's an accent for the people from, the western side. So accents, some of them go, but some of them you find they stick. There's an accent for those from Australia, from the UK, war, right? So mostly the accents tend to stay for a very long time. What changes maybe is the pronunciation. So we also from Africa, we tend to have different and diverse accents. So it's one of the things that we tend to face as we learn the language. So most of us normally lose track when they're busy changing the accent. Not knowing accent stays. There's some accents that sometimes go away, but there are those that stick with us all through and through. What you need to work on mostly is the rules of pronunciation. Once you've mastered the rules of pronunciation and the grammatical rules, then that's it. There are some accents which do not go away no matter what. All right. Now, the other thing that you need to know also, this is the second and the last one, is time. Now, I normally get surprised when I hear someone say they want to learn German from A1 to B2 in, let's say, in 2 months. And that's why I normally get angry when I see a video, someone posts a video and say how I learned German from A1 to B1 in 3 months. I get so pissed. Because how do you want to learn it from A1 to B2 in 2 months? And you know very well it's a completely new language for you, right? So sometimes I normally get even angry from my students. It's not possible for you to learn A1 to B2, in 2 months, in 3 months. No, it is something that you need to know that it's a new language, and so you need to give it time. Some of us want to learn part-time, but to get full-time results. No. If you do it part-time, you also get part-time results. But if you commit to time full-time and just work on it well, you end up also scoring full-time results, right? So let no one lie to you that you can just learn it part-time or, do it like half-heartedly, but want to get the full score. No. It is something that needs you to really sacrifice now. All right. So those are the two areas I realize that most of us tend to overlook. The issue of and different language, meaning new rules of pronunciations, and also number two, time. Take your time, learn it without rushing it, and you'll be surprised to see how you learn. Now, I've told you this not as a limit, but as a reality check, so that as you proceed to learn, you are now more informed and more aware of what to expect along the way as you learn, right? So, Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this has given you some new insights as you learn. I would like you to also go ahead and share below what are some of the experiences that you personally experienced or are currently experiencing as you're learning the language as an African. Do you find some difficulties and obstacles? What are they? I would recommend you share here. This is a safe space for you. I want you to speak it out so that as you proceed in learning, you are able to put in the work. All right. All right then. Now, for those of you who asked me about the German classes, kindly check at our page here at Languages Tutors, and you will be able to enroll for classes easily. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of today's video. I will be seeing you in the next one. Cheers.